Okay, let's dive right in. Picture this: a dingy public house where two completely different worlds are about to collide, and it's all over the fate of one young girl. On one side, you've got the rigid, unyielding world of facts and industry, and on the other, the vibrant, kind of chaotic world of the circus and imagination. This is where our story kicks off. So, what happens when a man of facts walks into a world of pure fantasy? We're about to explore that very question right inside the walls of a place called the Pegasus's Arms. Now, the sign outside might promise good beer, but what's unfolding inside is a human drama that really makes you ask what's truly practical and what's actually essential for the human heart. So, let's get into it. We meet these two pretty stern gentlemen, the super practical Mr. Gradgrind and this pompous factory owner, Mr. Bounderby. They are on a mission, you see. They're looking for a circus performer, who happens to be the father of a young girl named Sissy Jupe, a student in Gradgrind's very fact-based school. But here's the thing. When they get there, all they find is a mystery. Sissy leads them to this shabby little room, and the only trace of her father? A white nightcap with a couple of peacock feathers just hanging on a nail. The man, Senior Jupe, and even his famous dog, Merrylegs, have just vanished. You can just see the terror wash over Sissy's face, but she is clinging to this thread of hope. She's absolutely convinced she can find her father, so she just dashes out into the night, promising she'll bring him right back. So while these men of fact are left waiting, they're confronted by the rest of the circus troupe. And, almost immediately, you can just feel this huge cultural chasm opening up between them. And in walks this guy, Mr. E.W.B. Childers. He's a celebrated vaulter. He smells like lamp oil and sawdust, and he's got this swagger of a performer. His whole presence is basically a foreign language to his very rigid, very proper visitors. And of course, Mr. Bounderby, a man of industry, he just can't help himself. He immediately has to establish a hierarchy. He draws this clear line in the sand, putting himself and Mr. Gradgrind on top. Talk about setting a hostile and dismissive tone for the whole meeting. So when Mr. Childers tries to explain Sissy's father's problem, he uses the slang of his profession, and the communication breakdown is just absolute. Mr. Gradgrind, a man who prides himself on knowing all the facts, is completely and totally lost. And this is where we get a peek into a professional language that these outsiders just can't penetrate. Missing his tip isn't just a simple mistake. For a performer, it's a professional failure. It's a sign that your physical skills are starting to fade. Now, being goosed, that was even worse. That meant facing the audible disapproval of the crowd. For a performer whose entire life is built on applause, this was way more than failure. It was a deep public humiliation. And a cackler refers to a performer's verbal skills, right? Their ability to engage the audience with wit and patter. It's just another nuance, another layer of this rich internal world that is completely lost on Gradgrind and Bounderby. But all this confusion over slang, it's really just a prelude. It's masking a much harsher, unspoken reality that's just about to be revealed. Childers finally just cuts through the confusion with a cold, hard fact. Senor Jupe isn't coming back. He has, in the circus lingo, cut away and left her. He has abandoned his own daughter. And this right here, this is the heartbreaking truth. Jupe didn't run away from failure itself. He ran from the shame of his daughter witnessing his decline. It's so tragic. The love for his child, the thing that should have been his anchor, ironically became the very thing that drove him away. In this moment of crisis, you really see the true nature of the circus folk. Look, they may not be tidy or orderly on the surface, but underneath all that, they have this remarkable gentleness and this readiness to help one another. A deep-seated compassion that the men of fact seem to be completely lacking. So when Sissy finally comes back, she walks right into this devastating news. And the central conflict of the story just crystallizes into this direct, life-altering choice she now has to make for her future. And her dilemma is just stark. Mr. Gradgrind is offering a practical education and security, but only if she completely severs all ties with her circus family. Meanwhile, the circus master, Mr. Sleary, is offering to let her stay with the people she knows and loves to be an apprentice. One path is security, but at the cost of her identity. The other is community, with a very, very uncertain future. And Sissy's first thought, it isn't for herself. It's for the father who just abandoned her. Her immediate concern is that if she leaves, he won't be able to find her when he comes back. I mean, it's a moment of profound, just heartbreaking loyalty and unconditional love. The final push really comes when Mr. Gradgrinds points out that her father wanted an education for her, and remembering her father's wishes, that solidifies her choice. Through her tears, she agrees to go, just asking to leave quickly, before the pain becomes too much to bear. So as Sissy gets ready to leave with her new guardians, the lisping, kind-hearted circus master, Mr. Sleary, offers one final piece of wisdom. It's kind of messy, it's imperfect, but it's a deeply humane philosophy that really serves as the story's moral compass. In his own unique way, Sleary makes this powerful plea to the rigid, fact-obsessed world. He's arguing that people can't always be working or learning. They need joy, they need imagination, they need entertainment. It's a call for generosity, a request to make the best of us, not the worst. And it really leaves us with this lingering question. In a world that values facts above everything else, what's the true value of a heart?